Hi, everyone. It's Will. Now, if you just graduated and went from being around your friends and in a very social environment for the last 4 years and you're back at home looking for a job and spending much more time on your own, that could be a big transition. So today I'm going to give you 3 tips that can help you as you navigate that transition so that you can move away from the feeling of loneliness and towards one of connection. Now, before we go further, quick note, as someone who is 24 years old, I think one of the biggest challenges for a lot of people in this stage of life is trying to navigate everything on their own. And having people around you who push you to stay consistent, think bigger, and continue growing can make a huge difference, especially during periods of uncertainty or transition. And that is a big reason why communities like our mentorship school community can be so valuable. So if you're looking for more accountability, support, and a group focused on career growth, relationships, and personal development, you can check it out in my bio as well as in the description below. Now, back to the topic. Tip number 1, be the person who reaches out first. I can't stress this enough how important this is when you leave college, because you're going to start to notice that the friends you would see on a daily basis will lose touch with you. And the only way to get hold of them is for you to be the one to reach out. And one of the lessons I learned after college was not to really keep score in friendships. Just because you reach out 3 times and this person reaches out 1 time, or you reach out 7 times and this person reaches out 2 times, does not mean that they care less about you or you are being annoying to them. Some people just naturally start to disappear a little bit, but if you initiate the plans, they will definitely want to hang out. And if you spent the entire time post-grad saying, this person has only reached out to me once, I'm not reaching out to them again, or waited for everyone to initiate, you might be disappointed. And again, that isn't because you're disliked, but just expect that things will get in the way. And because you aren't seeing each other as consistently, it takes more initiative on your end. Now, tip number 2, create an in-person experience if you work remotely. One of the things that I struggle most with when having my own business is that I'm working independently most of the time. And the issue with that is that I like to be around people. So it can be easy to start feeling alone, getting in my own head, and then anxiety starts coming, and then I need to get out of the house. So whether that's going to coffee shops, libraries, and group activities, those can all be your best friend, because sometimes just the feeling of being around people can significantly alter your mood. Now, this doesn't mean that every person operates that way, because some people who might be more reserved, they enjoy being in the quiet and being able to work remotely. So it all comes down to knowing yourself better. And someone used to have this saying to me, when I leave the house, magic happens. And what I think they meant by that is when they walked out of the door, that meant that anything was possible to happen. Whereas if they just stayed home, that cuts off any of the opportunities that might exist if you were to, be out at a library or at a coffee shop. So don't be afraid to leave the house once in a while and go to those places. Now, tip number 3, limit unproductive social media. So when you're feeling alone, sometimes it takes looking at one reel or one person's post, and all of a sudden what they're saying might make you even feel worse. Or you're already in your head about something, your mind is looking for other ways to worry, and then you eventually find what you're looking for on social media. Now, this doesn't mean that you can't listen to a podcast or watch a video that can help you as you navigate these difficult feelings of loneliness or other areas. But if you're doom scrolling on Instagram or looking through all the amazing trips that other people seem to be having and the fun and the adventurous lives they are living and feeling bad about yourself, that's just going to make you feel more alone. So just know that sometimes we can compare how we're experiencing life on the inside to how others seem to be experiencing life on the outside. And if we're constantly focused on what appears to be happening, it will only make us feel worse. And I've been there too. And sometimes I wonder, for me at least, how much of the pain and the suffering that I experience comes from perception as opposed to reality. And obviously, for the most part, I feel as though this comes in waves where I, start to get in my head or whatever it might look like. But I start to really think about when the times that do come up where I am frustrated or upset, how much of it is based on perception versus what is happening right in front of me. And of course, there are a lot of events out there that cause pain in people's lives and have for me too. But then I think back to my experiences with social media, comparing myself to others, feeling behind, and I really start to reflect on how much of the suffering is caused by perception. So if you find yourself struggling with loneliness, avoid social media that will make you feel isolated and focus on the ones that will make you feel empowered. So now as we near the end of today's video, here are the 3 things to consider again as a wrap. Tip number 1, be the person who reaches out first. Tip number 2, create an in-person experience if you work remotely. And tip number 3 is limit unproductive social media. And as you do this, you can move further away from the loneliness that is completely understandable to experience as you exit college and move towards the connection that you can feel in this new stage of life. Now, as mentioned earlier, your 20s can feel exciting, confusing, overwhelming, and uncertain all at the same time. And trying to navigate everything alone can make it feel even harder. So if you're looking for more accountability, support, and a group of people focused on growing in areas like career, relationships, and personal development, check out the mentorship school community built around the Kindling program in the description below, and you can also find it in my bio. Thanks again for watching, everyone, and I will see you next time.